Hi, we are live. Ankita.
Yeah. Hi, this is Ankita Ghosh, Digital Marketing Executive at Linux 2020.3. We are the largest cybersecurity training and service provider in India, located in
Hi, we are
Kolkata,
live.
Bangalore since 2015. Indian Cybersecurity Solutions is an ISO 27001 and ISO 9001 certified company and members of National Associations of Software and Service Companies, Data Security Councils of India, and India Chambers of Commerce. We deliver high quality security audit services, including the government and private organizations, and provide hands on practical training to students and make our students job ready. Today, we have our cybersecurity experts and our CTO Sir Samiran Satra with us. He will demonstrate you today Kali Linux 2020.3. So now I want to hand over these sessions to our sir, Samiran sir. It's
Okay, thank you,
hello.
Ankita. Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh, Hi. Hello, everyone, and good afternoon, all of you who are watching. And okay, so today session we'll discuss about Kali Linux, actually, Kali Linux operating system. And so before that, I'll just little bit brief about myself. So, hi, my name is Samiran Satra, and I am as a cybersecurity analyst and co-founder of Indian Cybersecurity Solutions. And sorry, my job role is like finding out vulnerability in different companies, websites, their devices like network devices, as well as like their applications, desktop applications, Android applications, iOS applications. And after finding out vulnerability, so then report to their concerned persons, and will help you to solve like how they can patch up that vulnerabilities as well. As okay. So today, actually, today's session, I'll discuss about like this Kali Linux distro operating system, and why this operating system is important. I think who want to start uh, their career like as a cyber security analyst, so they don't know, but who already started their journey as a like cyber security analyst, so they already know the importance of this Kali Linux operating system. So at first, I'll just little bit brief about why this Kali Linux distro, Kali Linux operating system is much more important for any cyber security analyst, and who want to focus their career as a like security analyst. Okay, so the things is actually Kali Linux. Here you get like all of cyber security related. Like as a like cyber security analyst or cyber security, what will be your job role in the company? So in the company, your job role will be like find out vulnerability, and after finding out vulnerability, so then report to the concerned person. So very first step is finding out the vulnerability. So how you can find out vulnerability? So there is a lots of different tactic is there, and depend on like vulnerability how you can find that. So sometimes you have to use some manual script, or sometimes you have to use automation script. So depend on the requirement, depend on like the vulnerability and behavior of that vulnerability. So that's why Kali Linux like as a platform where you get all of like tools in together. Okay, suppose let's say as example, like I want to test like network devices. Suppose I want to do like as a network pen test and tester, my job role is, and my job is like find out vulnerability in the all the network devices in the office environment. Suppose in office environment 100 devices connected, so what will be my first job role is like finding out like in a router, in one router, how many devices connected in that network, right? So first how I can detect? So then I have to obviously use tool. So without tool and without network mapping tool, I cannot find out that things. So if you use the Kali Linux, so there is a tool that is called nmap that is already pre-installed. But if you want to use others operating systems like your Ubuntu operating systems or like Windows operating system, so by default you have to install that tool first, nmap, so then you can do. But Kali Linux it's already have. So now you find out or like gather some informations about that vulnerability, right? You check that this is the vulnerability, like this port is open.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Hello.
Hmm.
Sorry, sir, I just want to interrupt one more thing that
Hmm.
they are asking for like you are explaining 2020.3 or 2020.4.
Yeah,
So, sir,
I'll. This is basically 2023, and I'll like discuss both actually. So 2023 I will install, and what will be the new like 2024 versions? What is the difference? So that things also I will discuss. Okay.
okay, thank you,
Yeah,
sir, thank
yeah,
you.
thank you. So the things is actually, so you find out vulnerability, right? No, now next things is what you have to exploit. So as a exploit, you have to use some tool where you get that exploit script and all. So in that part, Metasploit is there. Okay, and Metasploit is a very good like exploit tool. Like as a there is so many pre-install exploit script is there, so you can easily use. And this Metasploit tool is basically pre-installed with the Kali Linux, right? So you can easily use that thing. So that's why cyber security analysts basically prefer this Kali Linux operating system. And yeah, so in previous one and the Kali Linux, it is like update day to like it is updated like year by year, or like they release the versions in a like in a 1 year they release minimum like 2 to 3 version with the updated version. So here we'll discuss about like how they change their things, and what is the like motive of that changes. Okay, so first if you check the Kali Linux in the very previous old one, like before like 1 year or 2 years ago, so we all have that Kali Linux root privilege, root user is there, right? So root user is there where you can uh, like anyone can there is a root administrator privilege is there, means if you install that Kali Linux, so automatically by default you get that root access. So now the new versions like 2020 that versions actually so they like by default there is no root user is there. Normal user you have to create the user, so normal user you can access, right? So the things is why they do this kind of changes, because of like they want to suppose if by default it is in a root privilege is there, so it will be like create some issue with the corporate guy. So suppose like the things is in previous they thought like offensive security thoughts it will only use for like security analyst, pen test and tester only, not for corporates. Okay, so because corporates if there is a root privilege already is there, so others users cannot use as a like root user, they cannot use as a like root user, they cannot use that operating system with the by default that root privilege. So that's why now they are thinking like yes, we Kali Linux distro we can distribute or like corporate also use that operating system. So that's why now they are disable that root privilege. So by default you have to create the user, and normal user actually you can use that Kali Linux because they are focused on that part also. And this versions if I like 2023, and there is a new things is released as well as like 2024 2023 actually August it is already like some tool is already like by default it's on installed. And 2020 like 2020.4 versions it's already obviously it's come with that previous one. So means as an example like jet cell. Okay, so this I'll show you. Actually, first I'll install this version 2023, then I'll show you like the difference actually. So there is a jet cell is there. This all tools is basically installed now in Kali Linux. Okay, that means 2023. So the jet cell is there, and this is the very good cell actually, and it's a nice like graphical interface is there. And it's a like compared to bass, so obviously it is a like is a good options is there. And Kali by default now they are using this jet cell. Before that they use bass cell, but now they use the jet cell. And so there is like lots of other tools is also like they introduce, and they like up to date they update their some tools as well as. Okay, so first I'll do one thing. I'll install the Kali Linux, and then I'll practically show you this jet cell and all, and like how you can open that. So in this today's sessions also, like for beginner I'll show you like how anyone can install the Kali Linux. Okay, so because if you want to build a career, or like if you want to uh, focus with the cyber security, so then obviously Kali Linux is only one option, because you have to know like from very basics. So that's why I'll today's talk sessions also I'll show you step by step how you can install the Kali Linux. And another things I'll suggest you, like don't install Kali Linux like the physical machines. I'll prefer you, or I will suggest you actually install Kali Linux in the virtual machines. Okay, so it's easy to install, and you can easy to like use that things. Okay, and parallelly, and for lab setup, like there is a two concept is there, attacker machine and victim machine. So in that concept, attacker machine and victim machines, attacker machine we already focus on like Kali Linux, and victim machines actually we focus like Windows operating systems. So that reasons also, like you have to build that virtual machines like VMware. I'll suggest you download the VMware, and in the VMware parallelly actually you can run both Kali Linux attacker machine and the victim machine Windows also. So that's why I'll suggest you install Kali Linux in the VMware. That will be more better in the virtual machine. And in the virtual machines there is a one open source tool is there, virtual box is there, and the VMware is there. And I'll suggest you use VMware because that will more powerful, and like it is actually good for use. And yeah, so that's why I'll recommend you can use this tool VMware. So
Hello.
here I yeah.
Yeah. So sorry
Yeah,
to
is there?
interrupt. One
Sure,
more
sure.
question have arisen,
Hmm.
that Shubhadeep Das had asked that he has installed in VMware and
Hmm.
it is lagging a bit. Could you
Okay.
please help him out?
So Shubhadeep, maybe what is your system configurations? Because the things is, if you install the VMware and install the operating system, so operating system need that RAM and all. Hard disks we all know we have lots of space, but RAM there is a issue. So and the processors also. So I think if your system is like i5 and minimum 8 GB RAM, so that will work fine actually. So maybe uh, because of your RAM or your like computer configuration, maybe it will lag. In Mac it is a problem to install as dual boot. Dual boot you can use actually, Subodhi, but the things is, as a security analyst and the lab setup, you have to test parallelly. Okay, so that's why the VMware is most recommended. VM and Mac there is a VM Fusion is there, that VMware version.
Thank you, sir. And sir, one more person have asked, that is Shoham Das. He
Okay.
is asking that why not working with three command?
Yeah, so actually that's why this sessions actually they lots of change in this Kali Linux new versions, and they try to focus on some strict tool, or like now they sales also by default they are changed like jet cell. Okay, so that's why they remove Kali Linux, they build only for like security analyst only. like who want to build like who want to test the root privilege and some offensive kind of tool they try to remove. Okay, so that's why there is lots of changes is there, so that's why they remove lots of things.
Okay. Thank you, sir. And one more question have arisen that
Sure.
Rahul Mondal is saying that he has used a dual boot.
Yeah.
So, is there any functions or something?
Yeah, so you can use the dual boot, but the configuration level for testing, because in the network testing, actually, if you check the Kali Linux, there is a Metasploit tool you want to run, or like Nmap you want to run, and then parallelly that in the same network, actually, you have to like test another computers, like that will be maybe Windows computer, other device. Okay, so if you run with like install the physical machine, so then you need another computer as well, as because to test that particular IP. Okay, so that's why that will be create issue. So better if you install these things in the VMware. So VMware parallelly you can run in same time you can run Kali Linux, and you can run Windows operating system like as a victim machine, right?
Oh, thank you, sir. Sir, you can continue. If anything more comes, I will be asking you the
Sure, sure,
questions.
sure, sure. So
Okay.
today's session, I'll show you the VMware, how you can install this Kali Linux in VMware. And for Windows machines, so you can download the VMware easily from like their website VMware Workstation. And in my case here, I'm installed at VM Fusion. For Mac, there is a VM Fusion. And first you have to download the Kali Linux. Here you can download that Kali Linux official website kali.org. And then you can like download here, just click on download Kali Linux. Okay. And yeah, so here is the versions you can download, and this is all the ISO versions actually. So I'll show you that ISO versions how you can install. And if you want to use that VMware one, so this is all the VMware screenshots also, means here you can download and you can directly open and you can run that. But today I'll show you the installation part also, like how we can install step by step. So that's why I just download this file, okay, that ISO file. And now I'll show you step by step how we can install this one. So 64-bit installer, that ISO file I already download, that is in my home for yeah, download folder, Kali this versions. Okay, and now I just install this step by step. So I just click on file and new. Okay, and in the for Windows, the graphical wise little bit change VM workstations and these VM fusions, but the step will be same. So there also you get the button that is new, that file, and under file you go for like new, and in the new just select that ISO file. Okay, so just select this and like continue. And now here I can see, now just click on here, use another disk. Okay, and that ISO file, yeah, so this is the ISO file I have to select. So I just click on this ISO. Okay, now fine. Now just click on continue. Yeah, Shubhodip, it is i5 with 16 GB RAM. Yeah, then it will be fine. Maybe you have to check that why these things is lack. But the configuration was good actually. Thanks for clearing answering. Okay, okay, fine. Shubhadev, I think you can, again you can try, because configuration wise your computer is good. So maybe check with maybe some issue with that particular version VMware Workstation. So use the latest version and try. Maybe that will work actually. So now here you have to choose that operating system. So just select that Linux. Okay, and Debian, suppose choose that. And Kali Linux is actually it's a Debian base. It is like, it is actually the customized Debian, like it is customized with the Ubuntu. So means they install that Kali Linux is basically Kali Linux custom, this ISO is built offensive security. And how they can build or customize that thing, so they install some tool, that security install that tool in that distro. Okay, that Debian based, that Ubuntu based distro. And now after install they take save that screenshot and share with us actually. Okay, so that is a pre-install. It is like the Linux distro and the Debian base and the Ubuntu distro actually. So I just select that this one Debian. Okay, yeah, BIOS is a legacy is a fine. Continue and finish. And here I can change my configurations also. Like by default, it's detect 2 GB RAM, network NAT, and the hard disk 20 GB. So by default, it's fine totally. So I just click on this like finish button, and let's see here. I have to export this. Okay, so I have export this means all my work activity of the Kali Linux will store in this hard disk in this space. So I just click on like virtual machines in this folder, and suppose I save this like Kali Linux. Okay, Kali Linux 2020. So I just save that these things under this folder. Done. So now this window is coming. Okay, and now here, yes, so this like window is come. So now here you have to click on this graphical like this BIOS mode menu. So first Kali Linux, there is a live disk is also there. If you remember that, who know this, live CD is there also, means you can install the without install actually you can run this Kali Linux right now. So now this live mode is basically disabled, so only you have to install and then you can actually continue. Okay, so now just choose this graphical install and hit the enter. Yeah, yeah, Shukanto has it. Yeah, please let me know. You can ask me, because ask me any questions. Okay, related to the cyber security also, because it's take time and all the configuration part. I'll tell you one step by step. But if you can ask me any questions if you want to do. So just I first you have to choose that language. So here I just choose like English. So English, and click on like continue. And the country you have to select like India, I choose and click continue. And American English keyboard, yeah, that's fine. Continue. Yeah, it's now detect the hardware and all. Okay, and this is also this installations of this Kali Linux, this is the very first class and like very first steps in cyber security. So who feel interest but don't know where to start, so this sessions is for like that guy is also like who want to focus the career or like want to start. So this is the tool actually, this is a distro you can use. So after that you feel interest because there is lots of tool is there. So you can use that tool and you can access that. Okay, means you feel interest because like this is a collection of bunch of tools, that is a security related tool and the interesting tool. So obviously first this is a very first phase or like very first steps of your cyber security journey. So host name, yeah, Kali Linux, that is totally fine. So I just click on like continue, and domain name that will be blank. Okay, so don't mention any kind of domain name because I don't want to like assign this particular message to any domain. So that will be blank, totally fine. Just click on continue. And now here you have to give that username. So previously there is a root, by default root user is there, and just you have to give that credentials. Okay, so now actually here you have to give that username as well as. Okay, so username you have to give that, and then you have to give the password. Okay, so just click I just here I just type like ICSS. Okay, ICSS, ICSS. Okay, so full name is like ICSS, and click continue. And username also like it's default like ICSS. Okay, and click on continue. And here I have to give the password for this username ICSS. So password, uh, like I give tour, TWR, okay, and here also true, okay. So now I just click on continue, okay. So now it's a clock setup, setting up the clock. Next step, and yeah, I have selected Debian. Okay, okay, fine, Shubhadeep. Loading, yeah, start partition, yes. So next things is the where you can install your Kali Linux in the in your hard disks, okay. So there is a three options, four options actually: entire disks, and then the actually this is all like LVP, that virtual machine space and all, and the manual, actually manual things. So if you install like Kali Linux in virtual machines, so yeah, choose this entire disk, because in the it is a virtually hard disk, it will be actually store, mean it will install that things. But if you select the entire disk, and if you want to install Kali Linux in your physical machine, so then all your hard disks will basically format, like it suppose you have like one like 500 GB hard disk, and if you choose this entire disk, so is a 500 GB hard disk will be formatted, right, and you erase, you delete all your files, okay. So I like make lots of like like delete all my files lots of times to install physicals in the previous, like in my college time. So that's why I'll suggest you, so if you install like physically install that Kali Linux, don't choose these options entire disk, choose this manually, and then choose that particular hard disk that you want to like install, okay. Otherwise your entire hard disk will delete all the file, okay. So now here I, so that's why I just choose here entire disk and just click on continue, because this is a virtual hard disk, so no issue on that. So here you can see that I have assigned that 20 GB hard disk in free first one. So 20 GB hard disk is already selected, and this device space is SDA actually, yeah, that's totally fine. I just click on continue, and this is also like where will be your like all the files in one partitions, home partitions, or like this temp partition. So this will be totally fine, all file in one partitions, and just click on continue. Yeah, so now it's all finished, that's fine totally. Swap memory also by default it's selected. So now just click on this finish partitioning and write changes disks and click on continue. And now you have to write in the hard disk, because it's copy Kali Linux files to your hard disk, so you can like use it actually. So just click on like yes and click on continue. So now let's see, and it will take like installing the operating systems and copy all the files, so it will take minimum like 3 to 4 minutes, okay. So depend on the processor and depend on your RAM configuration, your laptop configurations. So but it will take like 2 to 3 minutes minimum, okay. So it's install, yeah, so it's installing. So it will take time, and in this duration please let me know like if you have any questions related to the Kali Linux. Others also, like if you want to build career or something like any others question, if you want to know, so please ask me in comment sections, and yeah, I'll try to reply on that, okay. Please ask me questions, Shubhadeep, Sukanto, Rahul, Shubham, Shoham, if you have any questions and anything if you want to know from my side, please let me know, so I'll try to reply on that, okay. And it will take like 2 to 3 minutes, because it's copy the file in Kali Linux, okay, the virtual disk. And the things actually in Kali Linux, yeah, Kali Linux actually they, it is famous only for like the tools. Okay, and the best things is uh, all the tools is like open source, and hacking also, we all know hacking is a basically all community of like hackers, and like who basically try to like want to focus in like career security and all. So they try to build all the tools as script like as a open source kind of community. Okay, so that's why actually they try to build and there is a like it is a like good collection of open source tool, I can say. It's a Kali Linux, because all tool is a open source platform for open source platform. Yeah, Santanu, hello, hi, how are you? And please let me know like if you have any questions. Okay, so yeah, so it's a basically collections of tool like open source tools. And hacking, in my experience, hacking's maximum tool is a open so from open source community side. Okay, it's a maximum, it's a open source tools. Okay, and it is a good things for like educations also, and like for learning purpose also. And it is a basically built that, and students can also use. So yeah, open source is a basically good for all research kind of things. Sir, I have SSD, so there
Hello,
is any
sir. Yes, sir.
problem? Yeah,
Yes,
hi.
sir. You have asked this question. Have
Okay.
SSD, so there is.
Yeah, so if you have SSD, that will be more great, because SSD is the like it will be more faster, okay, than normal hard disks. So yeah, that is the best things actually, SSD. And SSD obviously it's a expensive one from normal hard disks. So if you have SSD, it will be more faster and it will be good for you actually, the configuration wise. So no problem, it will better actually. So yeah, so it's a like collections of all the tools, like open source actually built a community as well as, okay, the hackers communities. And if you check, lots of tool is available, like few tools actually is basically commercial tools. Okay, so now here is a package kind of installations where you can customize your like Kali Linux. Okay, so there is a desktop is there. If you need another genome versions of desktop, so you can choose that, but it will take time. KD is also there. Top 10 tool is by default. Default default recommended these tools. And this is the all collection of large tools. Is if you want to install, just check and then you can install, but it will take time actually. So large tool, I just keep that part. So by default I install that desktop environment, because without this I cannot see the graphical interface. This one I check, and genome I just keep that because it will take time. And top 10 most popular tool also I choose that. And collections of already default tool, I select that. So this is the by default selections. And you can, if you have time, or like if you want to install lots of things, another desktop versions like genome you can install, or like large collections of tool actually you can install. So you can continue with that, you can check and continue with that. So I just uncheck that, and I just click on continue. And it's also take time, it also minimum take like 10 minutes I guess. Okay, so I'm just wait, and it install that all packages and all. Yeah, is there any setting that are to be changed in VMware, like processor, memory, and video memory also? Yeah, so depend on your configuration actually, you can configure. So minimum configuration for Kali Linux side, you have to configure like minimum 2 GB RAM you can give. Suppose you have like 16 GB RAM, let's say as example, your computer total 60 GB RAM is there, so obviously you can give minimum 4 GB RAM to Kali Linux. Okay, 4 GB RAM you can give. And processor like i5, yeah, that's fine. And like the another things that you want to, yeah, memory like default give the 20 GB. And that will, the best things in the VMware is anytime you can customize that. Okay, so suppose now right now you choose that like 4 GB RAM and like 20 GB memory. So suppose you check it little bit hanged around it your Kali Linux. So now you can customize with like uh, 4 GB to like 8 GB RAM. Okay, and the hard disk also, suppose if your hard disk is totally full, like 20 GB is totally full. So now you can expand it like another more 10 GB, right? So you can, so that's why the virtual machines is so good actually. So anytime you can customize with your hardware. Can I use Kali Linux and Windows 10 parallelly, because I am beginner and now I'm use Windows. Yeah, so that's first session. In first, I'll explain. Already explained that install, use that parallelly in the your Windows and the Kali Linux. Okay, so how parallelly? Through the virtual machines, the VMware. So in Windows, just install that VMware workstation. So here I'm suppose show you the link. So just visit this like VMware workstations. Okay, yeah, VMware workstations. So here just download that Windows versions. You install that Windows one. So just visit that link, this link, vmware.com workstation pro, and here you can see that Windows 10, sorry, for Windows versions, workstation pro. Just a minute. Okay, maybe show with VPN. Yeah, somehow it's not open. Okay, so this is the link actually. Right now you can see my like screen. I'll just little bit. Yeah, so you can see, you can visit this link, this URL, and you can download that VMware Workstation Pro. So then you can install and configure the next steps. Yeah, thank you, Rambabu. Yeah, so yeah, so you can parallelly, and I'll suggest you parallelly actually you can run that like Kali Linux and the Windows. So that will best actually. Okay, so here you can visit this link and you can download, and some reason actually this link is not opening my side, so it's totally fine. You can download and download VMware workstation part, then you can install and then you can do. I don't know your name actually. Maybe this is a username adder name underscore 02. Can you tell me your name? So I think you got your like you have doubt, means you clear about that. You clear now, and tell me your name. Type in chat, and you can see my screen. It's install all the package. Say, yeah, it take time like 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes it will take actually. And in this duration, in this time actually, if you want to know anything about cyber security, anything, Subranil Ghosh. Okay, good. Okay, so I think you clear, right, your questions. Let me know. And yeah, so in this duration please let me know like if you have any questions, anything, please let me know. Okay, and yeah, so that I was talking like that open source one. Yeah, so open source is a platform actually, and it's a good platform where it's help for like student and the researcher, because they can make new tool, and like they can suppose I make one script, so if I reuse it, if I make it like open source, so others persons also with my concept they can build in a new way, and that will obviously get the benefit and all. Yes sir, all clear, and thank you. Yeah, welcome. Any question if anyone have, please let me know, related to cyber security also, Kali Linux also, anything you can ask me, and I try to reply on that. And yeah, so that open source is a good platform, and lots of tool is basically installed, basically built. And in the open source there is a good platform, that is GitHub. I think most of people know here like GitHub right now. So this is the very good community. I'll recommend you, like if you want to, if you think want to like think different, or like if you want to build your career in different way, so don't open or don't don't make community in Facebook or like the Instagram and all, okay, where just check others code and try to understand that concept. And it is not about like the tool, so there is lots of like concept is also there, R&D things where you get. So obviously and explore that community, it will be more better than like Facebook or your Instagram. So because that will only for fun purpose or like only time pass. But if you give time in this kind of platform like GitHub and all, so then obviously it will like give you a return so many things. Okay. Devasis, yes, sir. I'm just starting class CCNA. So, sir, I don't know how to install VMware. Yeah, so VMware, which operating system you are using? I think Windows. So Windows, if you use, yeah. So you can see my screen. Mm, just a minute. My space is totally full. I try to delete some file. Just a minute, please. Yeah, VMware applications. Yeah, this is the SSD in Mac, and the problem is that only 120 GB hard disk is there. So that's why this many times this pop-up is coming. Okay, so only 1 GB is left. So I try to delete some file in my hard disk, physical hard disk. Just wait, just 1 minute, please. So yeah, applications, I think it will be better documents. And yeah, I try to delete this one, older version Kali, that will be better, I think. 10 GB space will delete it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, fine, let's see. Yeah, it's installing till now. Okay, so for Devasis, hello sir, completed CH and CCNA is next. I what I had to do now. Had to do now. Oh, okay. So sorry. Okay, right. I got your point. I have changed the setting as you told, but it also lacking might be issue with. Yeah. So then I have to check your configuration computer. I have to check manually. So later sessions actually, if we arrange sessions like one to one kind of interaction is there, so then I'll tell you actually. Yeah, so there is yeah, check this. This is the link VMware workstations. Okay, so here you can download right now. So where you can download, here you can see that workstation pro. Okay, just click on this like download. Okay, and here you can see that Windows version is there. Okay, yeah, so this link Windows and this for Linux, so download for this Windows. Okay, sorry. And after this after download this file actually, so then exe file is there, just normal next to next, click on next and next, install it. It is a easy to install actually, VMware workstation. Just click next, 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 graphical pop-up will come, you can easily install. And so then after install, open that VMware, and there actually you get the new file, and go to the file and new. And in the new, so then the remaining step will be same actually. Okay, so the new, and choose that ISO file, and then open that file and customize your hardware configuration, like how many RAM, how many hard disks you want to give, just mention that. And then that will be fine actually. And then this pop-up will means this pop-up will come Kali Linux, and select that language and keyboard, and then the clock, and then the hard disks, and then the it will automatically install the file in your hard disks. And then now right now it's install the package, right? Yeah, so choose, click on that download for Windows One. Okay, so that will be now. Yeah, yeah, so like we have like internship program. okay, program guide you like how we can project, so where you can directly like get like how it's going on in the live project, how originally report, like what internship program. So there is a 3 months internship program. I'll suggest you that things you can go for, have idea about the live project and all. You get the certificate also, and like the your resume you can mention you have experience with this kind of project. So obviously your resume value will more created. So that's why then you can apply parallelly for others company, other software like other cyber security companies, apply for jobs. Okay, so that will be better, I think. Sir, I am a beginner, so what to do in Linux in beginning? Okay, yeah. So Linux basic commands you have to know actually. So the Linux basic command, if you search in Google, and also there is lots of uh, command is there, basic command. So basic shell command, just learn that basic shell command. And then the if you ask me like cyber security related command, cyber security tool related metasploit and others command. So obviously then you can learn with that specific tool command, because depend on tool that command will different, right? So yeah, so you can start for that and you can go for it. How to apply this internship? So you can call our admin departments, okay, so they can arrange for internship program in that parallel batches, okay, that going on, give you the schedule. Where to learn? Okay, so where to learn, this is the question right now. There is two things actually. So you can learn self, like use the help of internet, and another things you can learn help of some institutes, and or like some person like ICSS, right? So if you want to learn with like help of internet, so internet is a like bulk of content is there, there is lots of concept is there, lots of content is there. So maybe if you want to learn as a like basic, so you will maybe like confuse where you can learn and how you can proceed. So there is a lots of things, questions coming in your head actually. So first, that's why I'll recommend you, so just like take any course like ethical hacking course and all. So where in our course, like we will guide you like from basic to ones, like where you can start and where you can go. Okay, so then you can use the internet also in future, then how like how you can structures and what topic you can search. So that idea actually you get. So first, for learning purpose, I'll recommend you join the institute and go for any course, so that will be helpful for you actually for basics. If you want to learn CH and cyber security, please apply for full course form. Yeah, yeah. So if you choose like ours or like any institutions actually, so where you get the idea, okay, you get the idea like where you can start, and that will helpful for you, like you can easily learn and pick that things, particular that thing. So that's why, like from basics, or like if you want to start, so that guidance, that help actually matter, because without help, like if you want to search internet, obviously if I talking about like this installation process, okay, so then what things actually, like there is lots of video is there, Kali Linux installation you get. But why Kali Linux you want to install, and after that what will be your next topic? So you don't know right now. So what next video you want to see, what type of what topic will be for next purpose, next topics, right? So modules where you can learn actually in a like in a good manners and step by step. I have take admission for CH. I'll tell you one to one if my so yes, right. So please, because I have to check then, because your laptop configuration is like is too good. Like i5 and 60 GB RAM is a totally great combinations. But I don't know why it's lack, because sometimes there are hardware issue is there and processor, some things happened. So I have to check like one to one, then I can tell you like what is the problem. Yeah, so it's take more time because of that package and all, installing all the package. So yeah, I guess like another 5 to 10 minutes it will take. Okay, and in this time please let me know like if you have any questions and all. I'm checking my hard disk again in laptop because Mac is totally fine, but it's issue with the hard disk. So it's a less hard disk, only 120 GB hard disk is there. So yeah, 6 GB is still available. So let's check. Yeah, and please let me know like if you have any questions, anything. So and from today's sessions actually, I'll like give you these tips or like this positivity. If you want to start your career as a like cyber security analyst or in this domain, particular this domain, so you need this tool, you need this operating system Kali Linux, because this is a collection of bunch of tool of that security tool actually. So you have to do this, install this, and you have to use this. And another things is the open source community. So just register with that and check that all the tool that is available in GitHub. Okay, I'll uh, uh, I'll strongly recommend you just go for these two things from today's essence. Okay, just I strongly recommend you use the Kali Linux and make a community or like register with GitHub where you get like lots of things to learn. Okay, and lots of things you can use actually. You can use the tools and all, and who also know the like who already completed the CH1. So that that guy also like I will recommend you go and build a account and like check the tools details and all in GitHub. So I'll strongly recommend you like open community, use this community, GitHub community. Okay, because ultimate this kind of like Facebook community or like yeah that Twitter or like yeah maybe some persons share their video and you get that informations only. Okay, but if you go for this GitHub, this kind of community, so where you get that like it is a collection of like all the tools and all the best persons or like who make the tool, that cyber security kind of tool, so they have their account and you can get the more update versions of that. So that's why I'll strongly recommend you, so just use that. Okay, and that will helpful in your career as well as, because knowledge is everything. Okay, so if you don't have knowledge, so you cannot build your career. Okay, and you cannot build, if you don't build your career, you don't have money, so you cannot survive, right? So the things is knowledge is everything. So if you have knowledge, so obviously then you can build lots of things. So for knowledge, this community and how we can gain the knowledge, so you can install this kind of tool. You can like be part of this kind of community where that person will discuss that kind of activity, new things that is in technology that's going around. So then you can like gain your knowledge.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, hello, sir. So, thank you for this lovely session. It's really a knowledgeable session and also a like updating session. So, I hope, sir, everyone have a really got a overview of 2023 and 2024's overview.
Yeah,
So, thank you so much, sir, for this lovely sessions. I will request every viewers to like comment in the sections below, like what was the next topic you all wants to know from sir. Like then we also can arrange a session like this type, so live session, so you can know your doubts and your life what's the
yeah.
sessions you wants to listen. So I think this all the knowledge and updates sir can give one more time with a new sessions with a new topic. So I request everyone to comment below so that we can arrange on that particular topic as per your request. So thank you, sir, for this lovely sessions. If any more doubts you have, please comments below. Sir is there to answer everyone. So if it's,
Yeah,
I
please.
will.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
please
sir.
let me know the comments. Then I can disturb all of you. Okay, so you get that pop up that Indian Cybersecurity Solutions is live, and maybe I'll disturb you with my bok bok. So and I one thing I can tell you, like I have deal lots of client. I deal like lots of live project as well as cybersecurity. It's included with like Qatar Development Bank to like lots of Indian project as well as I do like lots of pen test and testing in Android and iOS. So yeah, obviously I can in cyber security domain how you can build and your career, or like what will in future how you can start these things and where you can start. So obviously I will help you. I try to help you. I'll share my viewpoint and my knowledge and how you can build that, because I know cyber, if you love cyber security, okay, so then you can obviously build something in your career, because I feel positive things in my place. Because when I like in college, in my college time, so now there is a cyber security is like most important things in companies as well as, because data security and data is now a most important things in all of companies. Like right now money is not important for companies, data is more important for companies, because data will give you money in future. So that's why the cyber security things is now it's like peak positions actually. So lots of company want to invest that things. So that's why I will but in my time actually, in my college time, so there is no cyber security things is there, but I love this because I feel interest like how I can bypass, because already that development is there, already there is a login page is there, but how anyone can bypass that thing. So I feel interest on that particular things. So that's why if you love this domain cyber security, and if you want to feel, and then obviously you have like great career opportunities as well as where you can build your career, not only your interest purpose. So here if you choose cybersecurity as a interest purpose, if you choose, so interest you gain actually, I'll suggest you for this, and you can build a like a bright and like more advanced and future career in your side. So that's why I'll recommend you this
Hello,
course.
sir.
Yeah.
So there is some questions that how can I install this app in mobile? I think so.
Yeah,
He
so
is
their
asking.
mobile is a, there is a lots of there is a Kali Linux version is there. Net Hunter is basically used. Okay, you can, or there is a some like there is a some tools where you have to make it rooted device where you can install. So there is a step by step. So right now I cannot show these things, but yeah, it is possible. So mobile also you can install, and for mobile there is a Net Hunter, that operating system is there for Kali Linux, where you can install. But I'll suggest you use these things in a laptop. Okay, because mobile, yeah, mobile you can install, but the configuration wise lots of things actually you cannot do in mobile in cyber security. So if you have laptop, so that will better actually, and if you configure with laptop, and yeah, mobile also you can do like Net Hunter operating system is there, and step by step there is lots of reference video reference is available. If you can search in like Net Hunter tutorial is there, you can install one by one. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, there is one more student. He is asking for a guidance.
Okay.
Like I am in a school
Hmm.
and I am learning ethical hacking. What can I do after my school? So
Okay.
if you can guide him for this, sir.
Okay, sure. Yeah. So yeah, so right now you are in school and you feel interest, so you have lots of time to build your career actually. So I'll suggest you right from right now actually. learn something, but day by day, like try to learn something. Like first you have to do that networking part. So learn networking part, like how network is work, like how router is working, how router is configured with that device, what is IP address, public IP address, private IP address, DNS. Okay, so just try to figure out that things and practically try to understand that things. So networking do. Then the Python programming, I'll suggest you in the programming language, because this is the best right now. Python programming, you can install. There is lots of tool is basically installed in Python, and cyber security domains is also focus on this Python programming language. So then Python programming language you can learn, and so then you can start your journey as a cyber security. Ethical hacking, then I'll suggest you ethical hacking, then you can do. Okay, please teach us ARP spoofing as well as capturing Wi-Fi handshake. Sure, maybe that will be the next topic. So we'll give you that date and time. ARP spoofing and the capture Wi-Fi handshake, capturing Wi-Fi handshake. That Wi-Fi hacking part. How can hack the Wi-Fi? So yeah, that will be then maybe that the next topic we'll try to discuss. I have learned Wi-Fi password cracking, better cap networking. Okay, then good, very good. Actually, says you are in school right now. So if you have knowledge, obviously it will great actually. And yeah, you can do one thing then you can focus on that pen test and testings also. Okay, like application pen test and testings. What is vulnerability? You know what is vulnerability, and how can detect the vulnerability, Shreyas? So if you don't know, then you can start that things also, searching that things, like how can find out vulnerability, using the vulnerability, how you can access any devices and all. So that things also you can learn. Yeah, so any other questions you have? Okay, sir, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, so yeah, so it will take like few minutes, I think. Then it will be, then it will start. Yeah, I think the next step is basically that boot loader is coming. Actually, the next very next step. Yeah, please next time how install and set up using by SSH Raspberry Pi. Okay, yeah, yeah, okay. So maybe that will be the good options actually. Okay, so yeah, I'll suggest. So yeah, so just keep this comment. So maybe our admin team will check and then arrange this kind of session. Okay, and yeah, so this bootloader, this skin is coming, so it's installed successfully, that Kali Linux now, all packages and everything. So yeah, bootloader always you have to install. If you choose no, so then it will not load. After install, it will not load your Kali Linux. So bootloader actually you have to install. So just click on yes and click on continue. So here you have to choose this SDO1. What is it? If you choose manually, so then you have to mention that particular device name actually, where you want to install that bootloader. So in my case, there is only one hard disk SDA, so that's why I just mentioned this dev SDA. Okay, and I just click on this continue, and let's see bootloader is installing. Yeah, it's finishing the installations. Yeah, and now you remove the, it's remove the light package, then it will load, and then you can use that Kali Linux. Okay, so this was the like last step, and after this it will automatically launch this Kali Linux. Okay, where you directly you have to use that username and password that I have mentioned in installation time, and you can install these things. Okay, you can use these things, and this is the installation process of Kali Linux. How we can install Kali Linux in VMware or like the VM fusions in the virtual machines. Okay, so this is all about, and yeah, please let me know like if you have any questions and all, and maybe we'll meet soon in the next topics. And next topic suggestion is already there, like Raspberry Pi is there, Wi-Fi, capturing Wi-Fi handshake, Wi-Fi hacking. So this is also we try to make a schedule related these topics. Okay, so yeah, thank you, thanks for watching the session, and please let me know if you have any questions, or otherwise I'll close for today. I'll close the session, so very next sessions we'll meet soon. Okay, yeah, so bye for today, so next sessions we'll meet soon. Okay, thank you.